Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Memoir of a Snail. One of my co-workers actually the other day said she'd gone to the cinema and seen this and hated it, but it's because she went in expecting a kids film, a light, breezy kids film, which I know this isn't because I've seen Mary and Max now and I already knew beforehand Adam Elliott's style and subject matter. I don't really know what this film is about. I only know the title and I think I've seen the main character's design. Memoir of a Snail, something to do with snails. I'm sure there's something deeper and darker here. So before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon page. Over there you can find a full-length version of this reaction, polls so you can vote for what's next, and early access to upcoming videos. So yeah, let's just jump right in. I'm really interested to see how the style develops. A bit more colourful it seems, although still a lot of red and oranges. Snail poison there, and a dead cat. Oh, just so much stuff, so much junk. That must have taken forever to make. More snail poison, dead animals. You had the whole taxidermy thing in Mary and Max, didn't you, with Mary's parents? It looks like the character design still has that quirky style, still similar.
Farewell, Pinky.
And her last moments.
The potatoes!
Okay, maybe not then.
Potatoes?
Or was that just a final message you needed to get out?
Pinky, what do you mean?
There's a bunch of money in the potatoes or something.
Oh, Pinky.
Saying Pinky, not grandma or mum or something though. Yeah, she's kind of dressed up as a snail. Her hat's got two little eyeballs.
But my childhood was sobering, Sylvia. I remember everything.
She remembers everything from her childhood. Yeah, the very start.
Caged in. Snug.
Had a twin.
I was named Grace Prudence Puddle.
Puddle.
Gilbert.
Gilbert and Grace.
Our birth was very strenuous for Mum. And she died.
Died in childbirth, okay.
Mother snails do the same after they've had their babies. Don't they, Sylvia?
She's always identified with snails.
I was always back in hospital for something.
The cleft lip is funny, the way it moves differently, yeah.
I lost so much blood, I needed a transfusion.
Oh.
Asked Gilbert if he'd give me his.
Yeah, something must happen to Gilbert. She says she's alone at the end.
He said yes, even though he thought he'd have to die to save me.
Yeah, of course, as a kid, you don't think...
Quickly explained he wouldn't die. His body would make new blood.
He was ready to give his life for her, though.
Became everyone's hero that night. Especially mine.
You can see, like, smoothness around their mouth, where the mouths have been moved more.
Inside, it had her snail collection and her ring. She'd loved snails as well.
Ah, so it came from Mum, actually.
I believed in glasses half full and silver linings. Gilbert's glass was half empty, though.
Always a pessimist.
He had a secret he wanted to tell.
Oh, has he got a black eye there?
He was always my warrior, my defender.
Always protecting his sister. Oh. Ah, she goes into her shell, yeah. Ah, okay, yeah. That's where his black eye was from. But he keeps getting back up, keeps fighting. Oh, oh, that scream as well. Sticks it back in. Ooh.
A place where we felt safe to read our books and watch our favourite shows.
Oh, two Ronnies, okay.
They were my friends. So I made more of them.
Made her own, yeah. Maybe a bit of OCD. She was saying everything was just right. She likes right angles or something of the sort.
Save the homeless. My favourite was James.
She wants to save people. I was thinking maybe become a doctor or something.
Covered him in decorations so he could feel some Christmas cheer. He loved his tea.
The classic, calling it tea. He's got that Homer Simpson 5 o'clock shadow.
He was once a magistrate, but was defrocked for masturbating in court.
Oh.
I thought masturbation meant chewing your food thoroughly.
Mastication.
Gilbert wanted to break free from it. Free others.
Free others from their cages. Oh, okay, yeah.
Gilbert said Mildred never seemed so happy.
Okay, I was expecting there to be some twist on it. A bigger bird swoop in.
He was rescuing them.
Rescuing animals like he rescues her. But if he gets hurt, then it's her role to fix him, help him, yeah.
Look, Gracie, they're hugging.
Maybe a bit more than that.
You became my favourite, Sylvia. Your swirl went opposite to the others.
Ah, odd one out, okay.
But the thing that made Gilbert really unique was his love of fire.
Oh no, oh.
He wanted to eat it.
You can't do that. Yeah, we're hearing about him in past tense a lot. I don't like where that's going.
At school, the girls swooned. He was the flame, they were the moth.
Ah, his big swoopy hair.
I think he just wanted to disappear.
Yeah, he wants to free people from this world. I don't know, language around that.
Gilbert's dream was to be a street performer in Paris.
Do some fire eating. Yeah, no, you can, you can eat fire in some circumstances.
Oh, shit!
He's going to be bald at some point soon.
When we put our arms together, they formed a face.
A little smiley face.
Dad had tried to fill the void, but he had his own problems.
Yeah, of alcoholism and smoking.
He busked on the streets.
Oh, okay. Maybe where Gilbert got some of his idea for busking and performing, yeah.
Bonjour, je suis l'incroyable Percy Pudel.
Ah, yeah, it doesn't get the same reception here. Oh, yeah, 'cause he was in a wheelchair, wasn't he?
He never juggled again and became a paraplegic. Then, slowly,
Can't animate either.
alcoholic, just like the guy who'd hit him.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Winning scratchies was the only thing that brought him hope. We found them everywhere.
Yeah, the hope of winning the lottery. People come reliant on it. That little bit of hope, that little bit of joy, yeah.
Scary because it was 100 years old. Dad felt alive.
Yeah, something else to give him joy.
The day got even better on the way home when Gilbert found a scratchy on the ground. We won $20.
This is best day ever. Who's Pinky then? How does she get involved in this?
I suppose his cage was his body.
Mm.
Wasn't full or empty.
Everyone's got their own cage. The snails had their cage too.
We were free to do what we wanted, Sylvia.
Yeah, leaving kids completely unsupervised.
He was so proud Gilbert wanted to be a performer, follow in his footsteps.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a bit of skill there though. Yeah, they don't know the French as much.
Dad got out his old Bolex camera and gave me some tips on how to animate.
Okay, yeah. Performance comes through Gilbert, animation comes through Grace.
To see who could create the best hairdo. I won.
Princess Leia.
The wonderful memories of that day, fresh in our heads.
Was that Dad's last day or something? The clarinet doesn't work this time. Well, I guess Pinky might be foster or adopted parent after they've lost both their parents now.
His ashes given to us in a cardboard box. I sprinkled him into his jelly bean jar.
Yeah, so unceremonious as a cardboard box.
And we were to be sent to foster homes.
Oh, they weren't separated, yeah, of course.
We had no relatives and no one wanted to adopt twins.
Is there any way for them to even communicate with each other? Just sending letters, probably?
Bye, Gracie. Bye, Gilbert.
You have no clue if they're going to end up in good homes or what the situation will be.
That was the last time I saw my brother.
Really?
The last time I smelt his scent of burnt matches.
Never reunited or something happened to him. She still wears that hat for comfort.
We had no choice but to move onwards. Upwards, sidewards.
Yeah, she was always an optimist.
The separation from Gilbert made me anxious. But you and your sibling, Sylvia?
They give her a bit of comfort. Yeah, of course.
They believed a good dose of self-esteem cured everything.
I mean, that would be helpful, but it doesn't help everything.
Here we go.
Yeah, they got to find a passion for her. Sport obviously isn't. Do we know what's happening with Gilbert in the meanwhile?
Okay, we're off now, Pumpkin. See you later. Bye.
Oh, leaving her alone.
I'm looking forward to tonight, babe.
They were swingers.
Yeah, swingers. It's funny, we're seeing it like Marion and Max, it was so through the childlike lens, and we still get a bit of that here, but we see it with her, we're seeing it with her kind of clarity of being an adult looking back, you know?
I definitely got the better family, Sylvia. He hated his.
Wayne doing, oh, and Ben at the end. Diet, mostly apples.
We all have to have magnets taped to us.
Oh.
I reckon she loves them more than her own kids.
Apple church, praise to the apple. Wow.
One of them is always staring.
All shaved heads as well. I'm surprised they haven't shaved his yet.
I'd have to start at the bottom and work my way up.
Yeah, put to work immediately. Now, when is his penchant for fire going to come back up again? Is he going to burn the place down or something?
I'll walk across that big burning desert.
Yeah, complete other sides of the country.
And you'll become an amazing animator.
Seeing a different side of her, yeah. Different look for her. Okay, we go 5 years ahead.
Get on with life, squashing my sorrows down into my shoes as the years dragged on.
Squashing all her sorrows into her shoes. I wonder if we'll see her shoes get bigger.
That's when I first met Pinky. I saw her returning books into a rubbish bin.
Huh. So this is where Pinky comes in. Kind of bad design having them next to each other though.
People call me Pinky because of this. Lost it now.
Oh, wow. Nothing to do with the colour pink then. Oh. Yeah, careful the road.
And her face had more wrinkles than her jacket. It was hard to know where the fabric ended and her skin began. She was my first real friend. My own.
Oh, there's the books gone.
She'd lived an amazing life.
Oh wow, look at that, the Northern Lights, yeah. Okay.
Exotic dancer and
Don't need to see all that.
My turn.
bathed with a
I definitely don't need to see all that. She's just seeing everything of Pinky. Okay.
Me home country road.
She's lived a big life, yeah.
played ping pong with Fidel Castro.
She's giving Forrest Gump a run for his money.
Bugger.
I should have kept a lookout. Adam Elliott's name was on a gravestone before. Was it there again? I have to check.
Bugger.
Just bugger. Okay, yeah, couldn't see his name in the background there.
Died peacefully in her sleep like her cousin who was a bus driver. Not screaming in horror like his passengers.
Yeah, speaking of the scream, what was the potatoes? Her screaming about potatoes at the end.
It smelled like popcorn and mothballs.
Did she become a bit of a hoarder though?
She had an enormous trophy.
It looked like that all of that stuff we saw at the beginning was in her house before.
I'd never seen her mysterious tin. She was always hiding.
Oh, there might be some money stashed away if she can find it.
Her home was also full of seedlings.
Oh,
She later confessed were marijuana. She loved
baking them in.
cash people. She called it her pity pit. She wanted her ashes sprinkled in her pity pit.
Oh, maybe that's why she yelled potatoes then.
She never said why. Her childhood was
Oh, okay. Something darker back then.
Life isn't about looking backwards, Gracie. It's about living forwards.
Just as, yeah, Gracie said that later. Encouraging her optimism. Gracie needs to go out and feel her life then, though. Much older and still there. Still at that same job, he hasn't worked his way up at all. How old are they now? Would he be old enough to go away, run away? Oh.
part of me died in those classes, Sylvia.
There was like a bit of romantic interest, but like, how old is she? I'm not sure. And then, yeah.
Self-help was just a shallow, quick fix.
Yeah, you can't rely on it.
Puberty arrived and brought its gifts.
Okay, yeah, she was
I'd have loved
much younger. Back in her shell.
She became my real foster parent, especially as Ian and Narelle weren't around much anymore.
They just kept going away on swingers parties, yeah.
If I saw something snaily, it had to be
Anything, as long as it's snaily. Wow.
my room had become a snail shrine.
Don't know what a Chico roll is. I saw it, yeah.
Hoarder.
Got it from a fish and chip shop. That's not something we have in our chippies.
She hates that I call her Ruth instead of Mum.
Never actually mum.
Hates that I won't let Owen shave my head.
You're like slamming them on the ground.
And Ruth forces me to eat meat.
Oh yeah, he was vegetarian, wasn't he? So he's forced to eat meat.
She's bonkers and thinks magic is the devil's vice.
Yes, everything that gives him joy, they've taken away.
With one of the brothers, who seems to like me.
Okay, Ben seems to be chill.
I pretended I was possessed.
Oh,
Hid some of Owen's antiques.
nice. Pretend to actually be cured.
It was hilarious
Oh no.
and loved it.
Oh, I thought he was doing it to like act like he'd been cured of everything. No.
But I'm not dumb. I hid the pills in my cheeks. Ruth
Oh, I was like, in your cheeks? And those. It's because he was by the toilet when he said that.
Pennies for Jesus and whiskey for Owen.
Everyone does their dirty business out the back here. This is where the secrets all lie.
But I made them pay for it. Run free, guys, come on.
Yeah, free animals again. And the budgies.
No! My budgies!
But she actually saw.
She punished me. Big time.
Yeah, I saw there was that photo of him and Gracie above his bed as well. Something you could hold over him. He's got to try and run away or something eventually, doesn't he?
Hang in there, Gracie. Everything.
Caged in, look at that. He's still got the ring.
A boyfriend seemed a work of fiction.
They all live through their books instead of living.
As my boredom worsened, I found myself having new urges.
Shoplifting. Ah.
Buying, hoarding, and now stealing became a cheap thrill.
Or maybe it wasn't actually Pinky's hoarding.
I cremated them in the backyard and put their ashes in little jars. It looked like I was stuffing a guinea pig's eyes.
Yeah, it looks like a spice rack. Don't get them mixed up.
My life had become truly pathetic.
She needs to make a change.
Waiting for Gilbert to come and rescue me. While I continued to withdraw.
Yeah, always that hope with Gilbert.
Loveless and imprisoned.
Yeah, just like prison bars.
But just as I was considering joining a nunnery,
Someone came along.
his name was Ken.
It's always a neighbour, isn't it?
Well, hi.
With his bald spot on the back.
He was a microwave oven repairman and told me that he was extremely shallow and one-dimensional,
At least he's self-aware.
and our cracks celebrated. Ken said that I was a broken bowl and that he
Celebrate, yeah. Celebrate your differences, your imperfections that make you you.
We dated for a month, and then
What do you reckon?
Oh, really? I was thinking something bad was going to happen to him. Oh, look at that dolly zoom. She's got a ring of her own now.
he said he really did love me.
Something's got to happen, though.
He said he'd make me something special.
Spoonful of that.
Cinnamon, no. No. Yeah. Ah, I can see that coming.
Where's my guinea pig?
Oh.
A normal person would have thought I was bonkers.
Ah.
He loved all of me, even my bum and wobbly bits.
Imperfections and all.
We set a wedding date and sent Gilbert the good news.
Oh, yeah, they finally reunite on their wedding.
Ken gave him money for an airfare to Canberra.
Nice.
The aisle.
Yeah.
Pinky would be the flower girl.
Oh, something's going wrong, though, isn't it?
I'd never felt so happy, so optimistic.
Yeah, it's too good to be true. Film school, she's gonna go. A snail tiara, nice. Oh, and it's all spirals like snails, yeah.
Dear Grace, this is
Ruth, okay.
It saddens me to tell you that Gilbert has died in an horrific fire.
Right before.
Was unable
Is that foul play by Ruth, though, I feel like? I don't trust her at all.
I found Gilbert and my son Ben fornicating.
Oh.
The Lord our Savior. This was
Electrocution.
cleanse their sickness.
See, how... Let's say he died in a fire. Did he start a fire, try and burn everything down, or something else?
Shove the gay away!
Or is this just too much? Oh, the eyes! If that doesn't kill them, there's this rage now. Yeah, of course he did.
An angel!
Give him time to get away. Nice. Yeah, of course, he's gonna burn the place down
He then raced to our church and set it alight.
with his fire breathing. Oh, the holy apple as well there. It's a cool effect, the fire, like cellophane or something that they've used. How true is the story that he couldn't escape? Maybe it is true, yeah.
He then
Yeah, she locked him in. Yeah.
tried to rescue him, but the inferno was too intense.
I could have I just imagined her pushing him back in. Yeah, she locked him in. Burnt alive.
Gilbert was a good soul, who sadly fell to repugnant persuasions.
What does this mean for the wedding?
Pray for him. As well.
Oh, still attached a magnet to it. She just spiraled from there.
Losing a twin is like losing an eye, Sylvia. You never see the world quite the same.
Yeah, they're not just siblings, they're twins.
I'd lost my mother, father.
Yeah, only Pinky left. Oh, gained a bit of weight as well.
Luckily, I had Pinky
Hey, Gracie.
and Ken.
Yeah, what about Ken?
So I kept buying, adding, and stealing.
Yeah, she's gonna get caught eventually.
Love can be blind. It can hide darkness.
Okay. I heard the pitter patter, I thought he was running away.
He didn't love me. He loved my fat.
Yeah, he was a feeder.
He had some sort of fetish.
It seems she's lost weight since then to present, you know.
Thing for me to create a cage for myself.
Bit of duck.
Ah, he had
Another
created a cage. Yeah, he'd imprisoned her, created a cage for her. Now it is really just Pinky.
I'd read that snails hibernate when they needed to repair themselves. I slept for a week.
She hibernates herself. She's got to turn her life around.
It had kept me poor, and being poor had kept me from Gilbert.
Oh, yeah.
I'd wasted, could have bought 12 plane tickets to see him.
She could have saved up quicker.
Got your lunch?
Pinky put me on a strict diet.
Okay, Pinky helped her lose the weight.
I'll never forget the day I discovered she had the beginnings of dementia.
That she feared so much.
That was just a few months ago, Sylvia.
Deteriorated quickly.
Roles reversed. It was my turn.
Yeah. Hold her hand instead of her holding yours.
My medicine.
Even more wrinkly. Now we're all caught up.
The potatoes!
Was that where her biscuit tin was buried, or is that where she wants to be spread? Because she did say ashes spread there.
Be free.
Yeah, setting them free. What are you doing with your life now, Gracie?
Oh, goddamn life! Such a stupid puzzle.
Stupid part. Life's a bitch. Yeah. Sylvia giving her a clue of the potatoes. Oh. Would that work? She makes the realization after.
The potatoes.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank God she spat them out.
And some things want you to have. You've been asleep for days.
Oh, it was during her hibernation.
Oh, old age is such a bastard.
You live your life like Pinky did.
Where I was kept in a crib day and night. Never held or hugged.
That's why she always wanted to hold other people.
But do want to tell you what it's like to feel imprisoned.
Just like Gracie is, yeah.
You have created a cage for yourself, Gracie.
Yeah, even Pinky can see it.
Get rid of those snails.
Ah, the snail is the cage, yeah.
You got rid of that creepy Ken. Now it's
Do it again. Come out of your shell. It's burning everything. Yeah, especially that. The memories of Ken.
It's time to close my curtains. For the first time in my life.
Look how large the room feels now.
Like I've said, life can only be...
Yeah, I'll open the curtains. The curtains always look like prison bars.
Snails never go back over their trails. Always moving forwards. It's all over.
All rise. Order in the court.
Okay, what's she do? Oh, it's okay. The summons.
I can tell from your face that you are full of shame and regret. And true regret is punishment enough.
Okay, good. I was thinking they can't go so far as to put her in prison from it. Go from behind a mental prison to a physical one.
Good on you, little possum.
Oh,
That little girl gave me hope and courage to start again.
really? Wow. Yeah, I thought I recognized him.
I have light fingers, Miss Puddle, but I know you have a heart of gold and have done many...
Ties back to good deeds earlier. Yeah, oh, a year later, where's she been? What's she doing? At the film school.
Me round a bit, but the roses smelled better.
She telling her own life story. Funny how she views herself, yeah.
Any questions? Ah, well.
She can still move on anyway, yeah.
I've got one.
Oh?
Do you believe in magic?
Did he pull off a magic trick? What? Survived?
Gilbert?
I walked across that desert.
Or was it just in her head? And they live together again.
It took me a while to believe Gilbert was alive.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either. Took in some time after.
And how his ashes were nothing more than ashes.
Yeah, just ashes from the fire.
His urn now found a new purpose.
Oh, Dad's jelly beans, yeah.
With only one thing left to release.
Yeah. On the ride, of course.
Our two souls. And our single heart.
Two souls in a single heart. Reunited again. Okay, so that was Memoir of a Snail. That was great, to be expected. Exactly what I was looking for here, of course. It's gonna be deep and there's going to be a lot of messed up stuff that happens here, but overall there is a nice kind of positive message at the end there. Go and live your life. It's actually very uplifting and fulfilling, and it's the kind of classic case of the light is much brighter when it's surrounded by shadow, you know. All of this darkness makes the little moments of joy even brighter here. And just as like Pinky was saying about, you know, enjoying little moments, her like little cigarettes in the rain and things, she found ways to enjoy her life, little moments, little ways to enjoy life. And Gracie, anyway, she was an optimist throughout in compared to Gilbert, as she said, but there were times where she felt like the glass wasn't just half empty, the glass was shattered and she had nothing. That was when she went into like her hibernation. You know, this type of film is one that's got a lot of sadness and kind of misery throughout. And sometimes with films like that, I don't actually cry as much because it's just like a sustained feeling. Sometimes you need something to like push you almost over the edge. And for me, that was Gilbert actually being alive here. The "do you believe in magic?" That was so great. And then he is actually alive, he managed to escape, took me completely off guard. So the tears I shed here were tears of joy. Even though I wasn't, you know, fully bawling, I was just tearing up. That was still a great moment. That really caught me off guard. That was like the thing to push you over the edge, you know? Yeah, I just didn't see that coming at all, but I think that is almost the moment that makes this. That feels like the defining moment for me. That was just so great. Having that bit of relief knowing that he's alive. It was a great twist. And there was another moment a bit like that when she spits out the poison after realizing what Pinky meant by the potatoes. That was another similar moment, but I thought that was going in the way of dramatic irony when she realized. I thought, oh no, is she going to keel over and die there? Knowing that the money's, you know, right there under her nose. But actually, no, she spits out the poison and is fine, which was great. Thank God it didn't actually affect her that much. And, you know, this is Adam Elliott's last film since Mary and Max. It's been a long time, 15 years. It was 2000 is that right? 2009 for Mary and Max. I don't know if, you know, he's been solely focusing on this and that's it, or if he's taken breaks and things, but you can see the progression in the color. You know, the art style is similar. You have very similar kind of his signature character design, but it feels like the environments are a bit more fleshed out. I think part of it was the art style of Mary and Max. No, they did that purposely, going for the black and white and the sepia for Australia and New York, and then here is more in full color, all of the backgrounds and everything. And although it is similar to Mary and Max, you know, there's all of this misery in the world, and you're seeing all of these awful things almost through the lens of a child, you know, through Mary in that film. But then here it's similar, but it is slightly different, because with Grace you do get some of that, which I think is a really effective narrative tool. You do get some of that when she's younger, but we are seeing it as a flashback through the older Grace, so you don't get any of the kind of tiptoeing around things, you know. It was like, she said, quite frankly, you know, the adoptive parents, they were swingers. It wasn't like in Mary and Max where it would be something like, oh, they said they were swingers, they must really love swings, you know, there'd be some kind of funny play on it. So it is similar, but you can see how it's shifted for this film through the narrative coming from Gracie as she's older, you know, that narration coming from an older Gracie. And I know Mary and Max was some of Adam Elliott's own experience having a pen pal. Obviously, there's the film school and all the stop motion animation that Gracie does here, so I'm imagining there's some of himself that he's putting into this. I haven't done too much research on him. I don't know, you know, if there's anything about his life that he's thrown in here, if he ever has had suicidal thoughts, or there's definitely like common themes here, and I don't know how much they kind of relate to his life, losing parents at an early age, and this relationship with relationships and sex that some of the characters have. I wonder how much of himself he puts into this, because it does feel like it's coming from his heart, you know? But it's clearly coming from a place of love and care. There's a lot of care with the subject matter, I feel like, in Mary and Max with the Asperger's, and then here, Grace being victim of this fetishization, and then, you know, later on wanting to end it all when she thought she had nothing left. It never feels like the films are kind of glorifying or using it for shock value. It feels like there's care there, you know, even in like representation of people with disabilities in like wheelchairs in this and in Mary and Max, and like addressing Gilbert's homosexuality as well, but being frank about how the world reacts to that, how Ruth was reacting to that. That was horrid. Trying to do electrotherapy on her own son as well as Gilbert. I definitely don't blame him for burning the place down, and I thought at some point he might try and burn the whole family with it, but I'm so glad he made his escape. That, yeah, just them reuniting was amazing. I love a good like reunion like that in a film anyway, but it being a twist, the shock value of thinking he was dead, you know, it never even crossed my mind that he could have survived that. It was really great. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below. If you really love this, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the future uploads. Yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.